Alright, people. I don't know how long this can go live for. I just got complaints about Facebook banning. Apparently, when you talk about if there's two or more genders, people assume that genders is also your sexuality. No, if you're gay, straight, lesbian, transsexual, binary, I don't give a crap if you're all that. If you are, good for you. It doesn't affect me. It was just passed yesterday that the Ontario government only has two genders, and if there's a problem with it, too bad. Deal with it. There's two genders. You're born with a penis or you're born with a vagina. You're not born with neither. Sometimes you're born with both. You're hermaphrodite. It is what it is. You got two genders. Deal with it. I was just on Facebook and had a Facebook chat with somebody who openly attacked me and called a lot of stupid names and said I was a moron, an idiot, that I should go back to my cotton farm and learn to pick because I'm an uneducated person. Needless to say, I was like, okay, that's cool. You're making fun of me. Ha ha ha. What are you, 12? Like, you're born in the 90s. We're not allowed to say anything because you get offended so easily.
This is after she told everyone on the chat to shut up for.
Oh, yeah. This person, it was a girl. I'm not calling her out. I'm not saying her name. It was on a Facebook chat. Well, she had backup. She had a friend of hers come in after hours of conversation, back and forth, Facebook, anyways. So she had a black friend come in and call me an idiot and because I made fun of her friend. Because I used the word cock and cunt. Yes, I get that cock and cunt are two very offensive words. But when this person said I'm making fun of you right in front of you, right at you, and you're not doing anything, I'm calling you morons, and I'm calling you idiots, and you're calling me a slave. I'm like, all right, well, I grew up in an era and in a time where the word fag was okay. The word gay was acceptable. It was okay. I get times have changed. I'm not a dumb 80-year-old man. I'm 34 years old. I know times have changed. I'm living it every day. I can't go in the middle of the street and call anybody I want to call because I might offend a fairy. I might offend somebody. They might get upset and they might cry, just like it happened tonight. I said something, and I'm going to be honest, what I said was pretty mean. But for them to say what they said and then turn around and get the insult back, and when I insult them back, oh no, can't do that. Don't insult me. Don't make fun of me. That's not okay. I'm a millennial. I'm allowed to make fun of you. I'm allowed to say whatever I want, and there's no repercussions. I'm allowed to call you a moron. I'm allowed to call you an idiot. I'm allowed to call you a slave owner. I'm allowed. It is my right as a human being, whether I'm male, female, what have you. It is my right as a human being to make fun of you. But oh no, sir. You're white, you're bald. You're obviously a bad person. You're not allowed to make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. That's not allowed. So I wasn't allowed to use the words I used, and I got banned from Facebook for 24 hours. Great. Gives me a day off of reading stupid ass posts and having people comment my name on such stupid ass posts that I really don't want no part of to begin with. But when it is a topic that I'm interested in and it influences me in my day to day life as a person, male, female, whatever you have, as a person influences me, it's a vote that it's a vote that impacts me. It's a vote that clarifies me as a person and gives me the opportunity to agree or disagree. If you've got an opinion on the vote, that's your opinion. You're allowed to it. I'm allowed to my opinion. You're allowed to your opinion. You have it. I'm not going to go out and call you names and be stupid and retarded just because you have an opinion that isn't mine. If your opinion was my opinion, I would be your friend. I would not be your friend. I wouldn't want somebody who agrees with everything I say all the time just because. Now, saying that, I kept this conversation pretty civil. I asked her what she thought about the two genders. Like, how do you say there's more than two genders? And she brought up countries. She didn't bring up gender specific anything. She brought up countries. Well, here's my facts. It's countries. I'm like, okay, so you're talking about African countries and European countries and countries that no longer exist, no longer have a name. And I'm sorry for the light behind me if that's. And just as we're talking, this person has commented on the post that I'm not allowed to comment on. So it's just crazy how I'm not allowed to respond to the person, but they're continually responding to nothing being said because they know I can't respond to them because they have me blocked. But hey, millennials, awesome job, guys. Good for you. You got freedom of speech and you know how to use it, except for when it doesn't work for you. But it's all good. Like I said, I'm not happy about me not being able to talk to my family and friends for 24 hours. It is what it is, right? So, anyways, I'm getting off track there. I'm just upset that they were allowed to attack me, but when I stuck up for myself and I stuck up for other people in the group that weren't sticking up for themselves, I'm the one that gets in trouble because, oh, he said something that hurt my feelings. That's fine. I can hurt your feelings all day. But when she specifically asked me to attack her, when she specifically said, I've been making fun of you for a while now, about time you clued in, and I made fun of her, I got in trouble. Okay, that, whatever. I'm used to it. Say what you want, white privilege, I have it. No, I really don't. Don't judge you by the color of my skin type thing. And she made it very clear that because of what I looked like, I obviously was a bad guy and just anger problems and just provoke me, right? Like, whatever. It is what it is. She said what she said. I said what I said. I still kept it very civil to the point where she told me that I belonged on a farm to go be with cotton pickers. Like, all right, so if that's what you portray me as, I might as well be that guy. So when the black person chimed in, and I'm sorry if I offend black people, you're not all this ignorant and you're not all this head in the sand thinking that, oh, it's he's making fun of this person, so I gotta jump in and protect them because that's the thing to do because I'm the minority here and I gotta have my 2 cents in and I gotta have my say in just because I gotta feel important. So I gotta pick on the white guy. Oh, they're picking on him. Why don't I? We've been picked on for so long. I get that. I understand not all of you think that way. I understand that not all white people hate black people. I'm one of those white people that I can get along with anybody. I don't care if you're white, black, Asian. I don't care. I don't care what color skin you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care what nationality you are. If you're a nice person, you're going to get nice people around you. If you're an asshole, a dickhead, just an all around bad person, you're going to get bad people surrounded by you. That's just facts. That's just how life works. Assholes attract assholes. Good people attract good people. Karma. Positivity breeds positivity. Negativity breeds negative effects. So, anyways, I get told again that I'm an idiot and a moron and all these such things. So I said, you know what? You obviously have no idea what the topic was about. So why don't you go back on my cotton farm and pick my cotton for me? Okay, did I go a little too far? Probably. I also threw the word cunt in there because you know what? You go overseas to Europe, that's like, hey, how's it going? But here in Canada and North America, oh no, can't say that. This isn't the 70s anymore. Can't say that. You've offended somebody. You've hurt somebody's feelings. Yes, I may have hurt somebody's feelings, but you know what, Buttercup? It's okay. You're alive. You probably live in a really nice house with your boyfriend that likes to take it up the ass. I get it. You're okay with that lifestyle. But I'm not okay with that lifestyle, and I'm going to tell you if I think you're wrong, and I will give you my opinion. Opinions are great. Just like on this video, I'm sure once this video uploads and airs and everybody has read it and heard it, I'm going to get a lot of backlash. I'm going to get a lot of you're a fucking idiot, a lot of stuff sent to me. And aware of the backlash I'm going to get. Just like I was aware of the backlash I was going to get on the post that I put about just good. It's about time they've made a decision that there's only two genders. You're born with one or the other. You're not born with none. You're born with one or the other. And to get back to the born with the genders, I get that you have the choice as you get older to chop your pecker off and become a woman. All the power to you, man. That's a lot of psychological shit you got to go through. That's a lot of mental problems that you had to go through to get to that point. And it is a medical disorder. I will not tear somebody down for having a medical disorder. And that's what it is. It is a medical disorder. It's not something you were born with. It's just something that happened over time. The medical, just the chemical imbalance in you. And I get that. And people that do go through those procedures, they seek doctors' help for years and years and years because they got to deal with that. It's not a good thing to deal with. I understand that. I will never make fun of somebody for that. I don't agree with that lifestyle. I will never agree with it, but I will not tear someone down because they feel uncomfortable in their own skin. Nobody should ever feel that way. Now, having said that, for you to go and tell me that there's more than two genders, that's like cutting off your arm and saying that you weren't born with an arm. You were born with an arm. You chose to cut your arm off. You chose to chop it off. For whatever reason, you had something crawling on your arm and you seen bugs. You had to get it chopped off. That's a medical disorder. You are mentally unstable. You are mentally ill if you want to chop something off that belongs on your body and you do it because you think it's going to make you better in some way. And in some cases it does. Don't get me wrong, in some cases the people that go through the transformation properly to become a male to female or female to male, they are better off. They're happier, they're more outspoken, they're just better people. And I understand that's not for everybody, and yeah, I get it. It's a tough subject, and especially now. But guys and girls and whatever you are, I just want to say I'm being banned on Facebook because I spoke my mind and let it have an honest conversation with no name calling, no bashing, just letting the person know, hey, I have an opinion. It's not going to be the same as yours. We're not going to agree 95% of the time with people. So what? Life goes on, guys. You're not going to agree with every person you come across in your life. If you agreed with everybody that came across in your life, you'd live in a box. You would have no social life whatsoever. I mean, it seems like we get up, we look at a tablet, we look at a computer, we go look at a phone. Do we even know how to have a conversation anymore with people? No, we don't. But in saying that, I'm going to wrap it up right quick. I'm sorry if I'm not sorry if I offended you. I'm sorry I'm going to offend you again. I'm sorry that words impact you so harshly that you can't just use the block button. You can't just use the unlike button. Unlike all my posts, unlike all my comments, hate all my comments. Every time I make a post on Facebook, make a comment on it. Say, hey, you're an asshole. I disagree with you. That's fine. Do what you got to do. But when I rebut and when I have a comeback for what you're saying and it's logical and it makes sense and it's not bashing you and it's not making fun of you, don't come at me with, oh, I don't agree with you. You're a moron. You're an idiot. You're a white racist. You're this, that. You're a cotton picker, owner, farmer. It's just, don't come at me with that because then my 20-year-old self will come out that grew up in the age of, hey, I'm going to call you the F word. I'm going to call you the N word. I'm going to call you the C word. I'm going to call you every word that I know from living it. Words that you haven't heard in your life. It's folklore to you. Like words that are folklore to me is yes, ma'am, no, sir, pulling out a chair for your wife, holding doors. That's folklore to me. Talking to people like, what? You actually did that? It's, yeah, it still happens today. I get we're living in a really messed up world where everybody's scared to go outside because everybody's scared to get killed. I understand that. But by being too scared, you're letting the fear win. So if you have an opinion, voice it. Make your opinion loud. Like, be proud of your opinion. It's your opinion, it's nobody else's. But just because somebody disagrees with your opinion or you disagree with somebody else's opinion, don't take it upon yourself to be a Facebook warrior and call names. But when somebody calls you a name, you can't take it. If you can give shit, expect shit to be taken back. Like, I don't know what goes on in people's heads that are angry enough to kill somebody or angry enough to commit suicide. And let's be honest, suicide is an anger. It is the worst form of anger. It is sadness. And yes, sadness is an anger that is brought in upon yourself. That is anger towards oneself. That is sadness. And I've seen it. I've been through it. I know a lot of people in my life that have committed suicide. I know 1,000, like 100 more people that have attempted suicide and not failed. Sorry, and not succeeded at it. I know the hardship and the drama of both sides. I get that people are in pain, and that's the only way out for people is that. But again, everything comes back to mental illness, and it comes back to what you post and what you read on Facebook. If you don't want to get ridiculed and you don't want to get bullied and you don't want to get hurt on Facebook or any social media, I say Facebook because that's what I use. I don't use Twitter very often. I don't go on Instagram or Snapchat. I don't do all that. I go on Facebook because some of the stuff on Facebook is entertaining to me. Some of the stuff I follow for my sport, it's just stuff that I follow. Anyways, so if it's something that you think you're going to be offended by, if somebody makes fun of you, don't. Just don't even acknowledge it. But if you want to throw stones, expect someone to throw a stone back. And if that stone is bigger than one that you can handle, don't ban them from Facebook. Don't go on your high and muddy, oh, he made fun of me. Yeah, I made fun of you. But did I hurt your feelings that much that you had to go and, oh, I'm going to go and rat on you because that's what I'm going to do? Instead of talking to the person, having an adult conversation, you go and you run like a bitch to mom and dad or the police. Oh, he made fun of me. He made fun of me, George. He made fun of me. Yeah, I made fun of you. After you made fun of everybody else on the post. After you poked fun at a lot of other people, I made fun of you. So I hope the person that this is about actually gets this and actually looks at this video and realizes, oh shit, I'm a piece of shit person too. Anyways, guys, took enough of your time. Thank you for listening. Like I said, I hope I get feedback, negative, positive. All feedback is good feedback. You guys have yourselves a good night.